everybody, my name is Lily and welcome to today's video. Now, I know we all love online shopping. It has become one of the most convenient things since the thing we don't talk about that happened in 2020. But I don't particularly like it. I think online shopping kind of sucks. I think it has taken away and created a lot of bad habits for people. And while I do not condemn people who do online shop, I myself online shop just like everybody else. I do my best to try and shop in person when possible, which isn't always possible, but I try to. And I do want to give some reasons today why online shopping is not the worst, is not the best thing for you. Now, of course, there are some good things to online shopping. For example, the variety of products you can find, that's always good. It's a bit easier to find things that you need when you don't have to constantly go in person to different shops. But I think there are a lot more bad things to it. And to start off with, online shopping has increased the number of scams because people can put down whatever pictures they want. They don't actually have to sell what they say they're selling. There's so many websites out there like Temu or Wish, I don't even know if Wish is even really still a thing anymore that people use, that just steal pictures from somewhere else and you can never find the original source. And TikTok Shop does the exact same thing, or even Amazon, where it'll be the exact same pictures everywhere, except none of the products will actually be what the picture looks like. It just becomes so much easier for people to not sell what they're advertising. They can make this nice picture just stealing off the internet and then sell something loosely like it. And it's kind of scammy. It's scummy, let's be real. And because of that, you always have to look at things like reviews and see what people think. And even then, that can also be a scam because bots are also now rampant in the online shopping community. So no matter what, it's always going to be a toss-up. You can never be 100% sure if what you're getting is what you're getting. And it's also a bit harder to return things when they're online. You have to go to a post office often and have to go through the whole shebang. And often a lot of online shops will make it as difficult as humanly possible for you to return your items. And that's it just makes it more difficult. You have potentially either saving a ton of money or wasting money. And that is a no-go in my book. You always want to do your best to save money. As well as it's just not as fun. Okay, let's be real for a second. Going to a mall or going to a shopping center and just looking around, that's fun. I'm a person who absolutely loves to window shop. And window shopping on the internet is just not the same. It is boring. It is boring as heck. And you can never truly find that one little gem amongst all of the chaos. Because the thing with online shopping is they often use algorithms to push certain items towards you, which means you're unlikely to find that one secret gem of an item because it's going to be piled under pages of items Amazon or Wish or any other online shopping thing would want you to buy. They're purposely pushing things towards you that they think you're more likely to buy. And when you're in person though, especially like thrifting, I love thrifting, you can find those little hole-in-the-wall gems that you never thought you would even need. When you have to type in a keyword, you have to know exactly what you want. But when you're shopping in person, there's a whole treasure trove of items you never even thought of. And it's fantastic. As well as online shopping is just too easy. It's too easy, and that sounds like a good thing, but it really isn't when you start to think about it. With things like one-tap purchasing, it becomes so easy to start going into the habit of overconsumption. And overconsumption is something that is massively taking over the US right now, especially thanks to online shopping. It has become so easy to just buy without even thinking twice, and half the items you buy you never use again. And if there's any reason you should not online shop, it would be because you need to do your best to avoid overconsumption, because it is way too easy to buy 10 things on Amazon. There's not much thinking behind it. You just, boop, there it is, coming to me in a week. You don't even have to leave your house. But at the very least, when you go out shopping, you have to make more of a conscious effort, because no one likes to leave their house these days, let's be real. Everybody likes to be in their bed watching Netflix or whatever other streaming service you pick. But when you go in person, you have to make the active effort to get up, get dressed, leave your house, drive, use public transportation, what have it, in order to get to where you want to go and start shopping. And then once you're there, you got to think about carrying things back. And you're just way less likely to go into overconsumption if you yourself have to be the one to travel the items from the store to your own location. And of course, there are some, once again, good things about online shopping. If you are a disabled person, online shopping is fantastic. If you cannot leave the house for any reason, or if you live somewhere far away from civilization, like a farm, it's probably more convenient to use Amazon. But if you're an everyday person who is not in one of those extenuating circumstances, okay? Please just go in person and shop as much as you can. I understand, obviously, some things are just more convenient from Amazon, and even then, another big issue with going in-store shopping is often their prices simply can't match Amazon. And there's a couple reasons for that. One thing, Amazon does not need brick-and-mortar stores and the upkeep of brick-and-mortar stores. They often have distribution centers, and with using third parties, they can often pay them exorbitant fees to house their items. So they make a large profit off that. But not always. I've noticed lately stores have been doing their best to kind of price match Amazon, because that was the whole thing a couple years ago before online shopping kind of really took everything by storm. You would always go in-person shopping and then you'd see if it was cheaper on Amazon. And these days, it's not like that anymore. These days, you just go on Amazon right away. You just assume it's cheaper. And I have found cases where it's not cheaper. Amazon knows people are no longer going in-store shopping on purpose because they want to use Amazon, therefore they're upping their prices. Or people are upping their prices. So it's not always cheaper now. Sometimes in-store shopping can always be cheaper. And of course, when in doubt, go thrifting. Thrifting is so much fun. It's great. You can get a lot of items for very, very cheap prices. And they're always going to be used. You're not contributing to things like fast fashion, which is a big issue Shein has. And once again, with Shein, half those pictures do not actually look like the outfit. And you're just hurting some poor Chinese worker. So I'm pretty sure they use China for all their stuff. Either way, though, Shein is not a good business, ever. Plus all the allegations of them stealing stuff from actual clothing brands and pictures. The world of online shopping right now is just volatile. It's volatile, and there's a new scam popping up every day. There's always someone else, like drop shipping. Drop shipping is a whole other issue I didn't even think about until right now. If you guys don't know what drop shipping is, it is when someone will start up an online store. Instead of making their own products to sell, they will find listings somewhere else for really cheap. They will steal their pictures, and they'll post it like they're the one selling it. And when someone orders it from them for that cheaper price, they will then order it, or for a higher price than what the actual or the original seller is selling it for. They will just order it off them, and they make a profit without having to actually do anything. And often, these will also come in like blind boxes. A lot of people sell blind boxes for this reason. And they'll pretend like the items are, oh, they're worth this much and it's so good, when really they're all just drop shipping. And while drop shipping isn't necessarily scammy, it definitely isn't something you want to reward at all. Drop shipping is just one of those things where you're not really getting anything unique. And if anything, you're probably spending more money, because once again, the entire idea behind drop shipping is that you find an item for $1 and then you resell it for $5, but you don't have to ever actually buy the item unless someone else wants it. It's a really weird way of reselling, basically. It's the online way of reselling items. It's not like Facebook Marketplace where you can buy something for cheap, refurbish it, and then sell it for more. You don't even have to buy it. All you have to do is just steal the listing. And there are just tons of things like that. I cannot think of it, but I know there's definitely a couple other major issues with online shopping I'm not even thinking of besides drop shipping. But in general, though, online shopping, especially after a while, it just becomes all very same. You're always getting the exact same products, because online shopping follows trends a lot more than stores do. For example, like 3D printed dragons, I see everywhere, like TikTok shop or 3D printed anything. And those are interesting. I'm seeing those really pop up a lot more lately, of people selling 3D printed items, specifically little fidgets. And I get it, those are kind of cheaper to make. But at the same time, though, when that becomes a trend, you're only getting pushed that such type of item. And now you're not actually getting pushed anything unique or something you might actually enjoy. Because once again, algorithms and those companies want money above all else, regardless of your actual feelings. They're likely to show you things you want to buy. But when in doubt, though, just shop in person. It is a lot of fun. And I love thrifting. And I have yet to really find a good way to thrift online, except for Facebook Marketplace, and I guess other things like that. And even that's a little bit different. But there is just a beauty of being able to go inside a store and shop for yourself, and even if you don't buy anything, you take pictures of everything you want, and you save it somewhere. That's what I always do. And I think that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love yapping to the camera. I hope you guys like hearing me yap, and I will see you guys all next time. I love you all so much. Bye!